Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 28th of February. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is a weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we're looking at AMI, Woodside, Karoon Gas, Orocobre and CAY. So make sure you've signed up to our newsletter and you share this video on social media. And also just remember, any advice here is general only. So starting off with AMI, we'll move to a weekly chart. As you can see here, for the last 4 years, it's been in a nice uptrend. So the uptrend still looks strong. However, if I move to a daily chart, possibly we've got a reversal here. So we've had a trend higher into a doji and then a gap down. And at the moment, we haven't been able to overcome this price point. So on the daily chart, it looks like we've got a reversal, and if we are going to head lower, you'd be looking at support between this sort of 70 to 80 cent region. Woodside, so I'm still bullish on Woodside. We had that very nice reversal here at the end of December, and then obviously the shares kicked on. So a bit of price rejection there in mid-February, but we have to bear in mind this was because the stock went ex-dividend. So I've just flipped over to a daily chart. So as you could see, ex-dividend, and it's held on to that. It hasn't continued to sell off. So overall, still looks pretty positive, and I think Woodside should continue to trade higher from here. Karoon, so we'll move to a weekly chart. We'll zoom out a bit. So very nice, very strong rally there at the end of December, with volume coming into the stock. So a very encouraging sign. Obviously, there's been a lot of sort of price action around these levels, so you'd expect to see some sort of resistance. However, if I move to a daily chart and look at the last couple of days, yes, the stock's come back for a couple of days, but intraday we could see a lot of buying support from the lows. So I think overall this still looks positive, and it still looks like Karoon can head higher. Orocobre, look, I have been negative on lithium stocks. They've all been downtrending for the last couple of years. But we might be seeing a trading opportunity here. So this is a daily chart. We've got the December low. Mid-February we had a retest of that low and then a massive rally off the lows. And there's quite a bit of volume coming in. So, you know, heavy volume, double bottom, looks really interesting. But just moving to a weekly chart, we just have to bear in mind that the stock is still in a downtrend. So you've got that as a negative. Ideally, you want to see that this leads to a break of the downtrend, and then you've got a little bit, a little bit more certainty that there's a trade there. Whereas at the moment, we've had the initial jump up, bit of price rejection on the downtrend line. Let's just see what happens here. And finally, CAY, so Canyon Resources. Not one I've heard of before, but we've got this classic consolidation here where we've had a consolidation on decreasing volume after the shares had spiked up on strong volume. So all of that's a good sign. Clearly we want to see this consolidation break. So just draw yourself a little downtrend line there. I think if we start to crack that sort of 24, 25 cent region, then I think there's a trade, and I think it'll try to rally to a new high. So potentially there's a good, at least short-term trade in this particular stock, but for the moment, we just need to watch it. Okay, well that's it for this week. Make sure you send me your requests, and I'll try to cover them next week for you.